I love how Joey
Put your headphones on, Joseph.
Jesus
rocks.
Christ, this is a strict podcast suddenly. Tim Dillon comes on the
Get
podcast.
in the
And also
frame.
get into
yeah, and
screen
he wore
here.
headphones.
There you go, Joey.
Even the king pig wore headphones.
Testing.
Look at John. Looking like fucking Full Metal Jacket. John's going to blow his brains out at the end of this podcast.
He's doing the private pile stare.
Give me 5, retard.
Yeah.
John, he went out with a young
Oh, my
lady
goodness.
whose breath smelled horrible.
I went out with a
and
lady.
He had to drive her
on a date,
home.
and I had to drive her to Ontario. And she was fine. We hung out and we watched some old cartoons. Nothing happened, but her breath smelled
Some old cartoons. What'd you show her?
They're actually really fucking cool.
showed her-
Have you watched like a Betty Boop
I
cartoon?
bet you put on Song of the South or something like that.
She was African American, but have you watched a fucking Betty Boop cartoon recently? They're fucking insane.
What do they do?
They're just wild. They're just wild, cool. They're like really entertaining.
The Vista, the movie theater down the street, they played like an old
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, and it's like insane. I know there's been jokes made, but it's like really
he's like a
brutal. He's like
rapist, yeah.
raping. He's like trying to rape a woman.
I mean, like, did you ever look up the original lyrics for Big Rock Candy Mountain? There's like a whole part of that song about molesting young boys.
Really?
Yeah, about being like you know, the Big Rock Candy Mountain's a song about like hobo's paradise. It's like, you know, there's like cigarette trees, liquor fountains,
and little boys.
Yeah, and there's a whole part where it's like little boys won't run from you when you fuck them. Like, it's insane. But yeah, Betty Boop cartoons are pretty cool.
The girl.
Yeah.
So wait, her fucking
her breath smells
Don't
so
care about
goddamn
Betty
bad.
Boop cartoons. Talk about this disgusting whore.
So she just had breath. I could smell it from like the other side of my car.
You guys kiss?
I kissed her on the cheek, bro.
Oh man,
I was like,
dude, the breath thing's really a deal breaker, man.
It was bad.
Really
and I
a deal
remember
breaker.
I was like, mwah.
God.
I remember the entire time I'm feeding her gum. I'm like, here, try
It didn't
this.
help.
No, it
'Cause
didn't
it was
work.
a-
I got, and you know, she gets in the car at the beginning of the date, and I'm like, oh man, fuck, this is bad. And I'm like, I need to take a piss. I need to get some gas. I go into an AM/PM, and I immediately go to the gum aisle. And you know how you like, I'm scanning for the most hardcore looking gum I could find. Like it's like the one that's like, you know, triple XL. Like
Yeah.
It's like
8%
silver
alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm not looking for the green or the blue gum. I'm looking for the silver.
You're like, why don't you gargle with this rubbing alcohol?
Exactly. I'm like,
you killer.
oh man, and she lived in Ontario, and it was like a 40-minute drive, and the entire time I'm like rolling my window down a little bit, and she's like, it's
it was
cold,
that bad.
dude.
It was like
I can
holy
smell it from the
shit,
other
dude.
side of my car, and I'm like,
It's funny
I'm
with-
like driving with my head like this.
You should have just dropped her off at the dentist. And
It's funny that with bad breath, like even when their mouth is closed, you could still smell it. Kind of like
Well,
it's
every time
it's like somebody shit their pants in their mouth.
it was horrible. I was trying to like play music so that she wouldn't talk, because every time she spoke, it was just like I could smell it, and I was like, oh man.
you texted us in the group text. You're like, this chick's breath fucking stinks. I'm on a
was
date
horrible.
right now.
And yeah, just never again. You know, and it's like that's so funny because I am really like there are things that are like deal breakers for other people that are not for me, like at all.
No,
like, I'm a
you
very
bang-
wide.
Yeah, you bang elderly women.
It's like, but like it's this breath is one of the ones where I'm just like, no, that will end it. It's
common.
the worst. It is the worst.
Sounds like she had a gut biome issue. It sounds like a little biome.
You know, my
problem.
friends,
That's biome
when I was
stuff.
in Georgia, all of-
Classic biome.
And she's been working on it by eating the shit.
Eating,
Yeah, she's eating dog turds. Now, I remember fucking when I was in Georgia, I'd talk about gut biomes, and everybody there talked like I was some sort of like pussy fag or something. But it was like it was just like it's true. You got to have
It
like
is
a really
true.
healthy gut. But that's like that's where everything starts. Is a healthy.
You ever
gut.
had bad breath? You ever had one of those like where there's like a ball of bad breath in the back of your throat? You ever cough up like a bad
a tonsil
breath ball?
stone?
Yeah.
So that's what
what a lot of
I got
people have.
tonsil issues right now, and I thought it was I had tonsil stones. I tried to like get them out.
You just
but
got
I
choked
don't.
out at jiu-jitsu, and now you're like panicking.
Yeah, you basically you signed up to get your ass kicked.
I think what happened is I got choked too many times, and then it like strained my tonsils, and that became an infection because of allergies.
You're
Joey-
like a hypochondriac.
Yeah, I am a hypochondriac. Andre. Devin and I share that.
Has Joey been kicking your ass a lot?
No, he's going to start, though. Joey's going to start kicking my ass. I got a mat. It's arriving on Monday.
But every
We're gonna
time,
do some cool
listen,
shit.
John has been killing it at jiu-jitsu, but every
yeah.
time he goes, he comes back and he goes like, dude,
I call Joey
my
after
fucking
every-
like rib is broken, bro. It's like fucking.
No, I'm
like,
fighting through
like
the
it's
pain.
fucking fractured. Like, dude, I asked somebody at the gym. They said it's a fracture.
That's why my general practitioner is every 35-year-old guy just sweating on me all day.
And then he gets choked out once, and like you have it does make your throat a little sore, but he's like fucking like infected tonsillitis.
Look at my fucking look at my tonsil. Look at
He's like, dude, I think jujitsu gave me throat
look at my
cancer.
tonsil. There's like what?
Dude, what are you doing?
Your
There's
tonsil.
like white stuff.
First of all,
Oh,
let me see.
my mouth is constantly like regenerating and doing all sorts of weird shit. My
me
gums
see.
fall
Let me
off
see.
every
Oh,
month.
do
and then
that.
they grow
Look
back.
at Okay, so look at.
First of all,
this.
I won't recognize it, but if it's not like really crazy looking,
It'll look like a normal guy's mouth.
Hold it up and then look at this tonsil.
okay,
If you look close, you can see a bunch of semen.
Just
it's
spit.
just all cum.
Joey just reworded what I said, but made it funnier.
Now look normal. You know,
It doesn't look normal. There's holes in my. I have tonsillitis. and
Richie, let me see yours. Do
I
it
should
to
have-
Richie.
Richie, open your mouth. It's
I should have my
it's gonna be
tonsils.
full of rubles.
No, Richie's tonsils look great. Richie's
Full of
tonsils look great.
opals.
No, Richie's tonsils look great. Richie's got healthy tonsils. Look at my fucking
Just
tonsils.
precious gems.
It's also full of cum.
How about mine? What do mine look like? Check mine out.
Like blood vessels, but I don't know. If
Yeah,
it's
they're
bad.
fucked up, bro.
Do me.
Richie doesn't have
Let's
that.
not
Dude,
look at
Let me
that.
Do me.
Let me get Dev's.
Do me.
This is the last one.
Here, tongue down. No, down a little more.
I can't see it.
I can't
from
see
the
because you got a
angle.
big
Put your
fucking
mouth up.
dick-licking tongue.
Okay.
All
great. Let
right,
me
let's
see.
all right now.
can't
Let's
do it.
all come on it.
No, Devin has what you have.
Oh, we got tonsillitis.
Yeah, stick your tongue in.
I have tonsillitis.
Yeah,
No,
and you
have,
got
like, it's
prostate
like blood
cancer,
vessels.
Devin.
Like it's like fine. It's normal. I think it's just like
No,
vein.
I
It's
got
vascularity
holes
in your
and
mouth.
like there's like one lesion you could see. I pressed the fucking ear cleaner up to it and there's like blood on it when I pull it out.
Whatever, man.
Anyways, but I'm
Suck it up.
fighting through the pain. I'm fucking fighting through the pain. Going
Yeah.
to jiu-jitsu, getting torqued. You
Sick.
know what I mean?
I'm happy
Joey's
for
gonna
you.
start torquing me. I got my first stripe on my belt, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What does that mean?
Means I'm not a new guy anymore. You know?
Wow.
What means I've been to like 8 classes.
What is? How
No,
many
I
stripes
mean-
do
it
you
means
gotta
I-
get to be?
How many is it? 4 stripes and you get a new belt?
I think it's the 3 stripes and then a blue belt, but it just depends on the gym. Like at Cobrinha's, they won't give you a stripe unless you compete at a tournament and
That's
place.
wild. Because the first stripe, I read online, the first stripe is always just like an acknowledgement that like, yeah, you've been coming for like a month.
At like a cuck gym, that's what they'll do. But at a serious gym with a master's, not to call your
gym.
gym a cuck gym. It's a fine gym. Herb Dean is the coach.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a ref.
John-
He's a ref.
Herb Dean's the owner.
John got the stripe for renewing your membership.
Herb
Yeah.
Dean. I mean, does he even do? Like, is he?
Yeah, he's got fights.
He's good. Yeah. But I mean,
It's like the equivalent of like signing up for like a basketball class taught by a guy that works at Foot Locker.
No, yeah, I mean,
You're like, he looks like a ref. I'm sure he knows a thing or two.
it's really putting down John's new passion.
No, I'm happy for John.
I can't stop. I'm becoming such a fucking nerd. I can't stop talking about it. It's just fun. I've never been like athletic or done like an athletic thing. So, like,
We'll circle back to it, John. We have to talk about your tonsils after this, but we'll
Fighting's
My tonsils are
always a
fucked.
thing. So, did you guys
Sorry.
hear that see the story today that a woman, at the Burbank AMC in a movie, the projector broke, and a woman who is a stand-up comic and apparently a medium, she got up and just started doing stand-up for the crowd, and it went really bad.
oh, I love this. Play
and there's
this.
video.
Oh,
of
this is
it.
gonna be great.
Check this out.
Oh God, she was like, "This is my moment."
So, I am a single mom. I'm a single mom.
Turn up a little bit.
Beach and Lake Tahoe and whatever's left over, I want you to put your dad's coffee grinder. I feel like all the moms in NorCal thought I was a stripper. Does anybody here tattoos?
Imagine you're just fucking. You just think you're gonna see Dog with Channing Tatum.
Yeah. What was the movie?
This
What was the
stupid
movie?
bitch
Yeah.
stands up and starts doing her act.
I love Doug.
What movie?
by the way.
What? Oh,
What
I
was
don't.
the
I
movie
don't
there?
know.
Let's
I don't.
just
I
see.
don't know the
She
movie.
could have picked her crowd better. If it was Dog, she's done.
I believe in Buddha. Jesus was never married. Oh my God. He could have been dropping off the kids for her weekend and been like, here's your dead fish, bitch. I want to help. I want to inspire. I've been going through depression. Waiting for chance.
How long did this go on for? I mean, these are like jump cuts.
This is giving me like traumatic feelings.
I have anxiety. This is. I would rather watch 9/11 footage.
Put on Bud Dwyer?
That's the anniversary.
It is?
I think.
It's Bud Dwyer's
Well,
anniversary.
I mean, let's be honest.
Play it. Let's watch the Bud
hang on,
Dwyer
let's finish
series.
this.
Hold on. Let's be honest. Every day is Bud Dwyer's anniversary.
And I joined the all-black gospel choir.
Oh, no.
I mean, if this was Texas,
Oh, here-
somebody
here.
would shoot her in the face.
I just want to see like a big 5-pound tomato. Just
Somebody yells
fucking
at her, and
drop
then
her.
she calls them racist, and it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I think right here.
Yeah,
here.
White people are confused.
She said, "Lady, put us out of our misery."
You want to come down here?
Hold on. Let's...
Misery. You want to come down here and try to entertain people? What you're trying to dim my light.
No one needs anyone to try and entertain them. They came for a movie,
What
a
a
fully
psycho.
fleshed. They came for a fully fleshed out product, not you and your insane ramblings, you dumb bitch.
Where's James Holmes right now?
Where's James Holmes when you need him?
You know, there's a part of me that appreciates the innocence.
No, she's
completely
took it
insane.
You take it
Oh,
upon
she's nuts.
yourself.
This is the type of woman she takes you back to your apartment and you open up some back door and it's just full of fucking snakes. It's just a bunch of fucking aquariums full of some sort of rare mice. She has a real weird thing for them. She shoves them up her pussy. She's out of her mind. I can tell she's completely out of her mind.
Yeah.
Anyone that does, you're already kind of out of your mind if you do stand up and you're an attractive woman. So let alone you're just doing it at a theater.
Already a screw loose, and then at a theater, possible massive psychological.
She's a medium.
Yeah.
So she talks.
Oh, and she's a medium.
She thinks she talks to the dead. She's out of her mind.
Case closed. She's a Looney Tune.
Jealous if they haven't been through as many things as you.
It gets crazier.
I wrote actually did it the other night at the Laugh Factory and they loved it.
Oh God. Oh, she's nuts. Oh, fuck me.
I'll turn it back down a little bit. Jesus.
Oh my
Oh God, she's crazy. Oh fuck. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
That's the best video I've ever seen. Oh my God. I gotta rewatch this.
Oh God. What's she saying?
What is she doing? A character, a little.
Yeah, she's doing what all attractive women that think they're funny do. They do gerbil face. They go what if I make my face kind of fat? I put my teeth up.
Oh my God, I have a double chin.
Every hot girl thinks it's funny to go makes me sick.
I'm on Tiffany King TikTok. I'm also a psychic medium on the side.
I'm also a psychic medium on the side.
Look her up.
This poor lady.
What's her name?
Hold on, I think some.
How'd you told me you found it earlier.
My girlfriend.
Plug her OnlyFans and let's move on.
My girlfriend sent me her Instagram. Let me look it up.
We got to find those. Budweiser.
There's an NBC News thing.
Grab them.
All right, well, whatever. But it would have been fun to dox her.
Tiffany King. Look up Tiffany King.
Ooh la la. Instagram.
Go Tiffany King plus, in quotations, nude pics.
Here she is. Comedium. That's really, she's witty.
Oh wow.
What's her story?
Look at this.
Oh God.
Oh my God. So she goes to the Laugh Factory, which is the a den of hacks.
Do not play that, man. We've had enough.
Hold on. Let's see her with a crowd. Oh, she plays piano and shit.
Oh fuck.
Is it over? You think it's over, right? I don't know. My ex is doing over a podcast I did.
Oh my God.
Wait till my album drops. I'm gonna be in jail, but I got 8 Grammy nominations.
All right. You can't even understand her.
I can't
Yeah.
tell.
Look at that hat though. She got her Eddie Griffin.
Oh, is this
hat.
what she looks like up close? Here we go. Personal video.
So,
I kinda forgive her.
Still
Yeah,
International
wow.
Women's History Month.
She's
there
dealing
we
with
go.
continued harassment in the Talking Parents app last weekend and even today. I made this video last week regarding Z's asthma. So she's a
I'm trying
mom.
to see the TV.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Can you see it here?
So I guess she's a mom and she's getting doxxed because she sucks or something.
What a mystery. Yeah, why would somebody be saying mean things to her after this behavior?
She's on the Talking Parents because she's trying to do stand-up on the fucking Nextdoor app, probably. People are like, hey, did anyone hear that we had a burglar last night? And she's like, la, 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 la. Speaking of burglars, dating's hard, especially when you're a burglar, right? Okay.
Steal my heart, you know what I'm saying?
And then someone's like, my child was hurt badly, and she's like, sorry, you try to entertain people.
Don't
okay?
dim my light, lady.
All right, let's see what let's see her when she's like thoughtful.
I want to see her
looking into
being
the
a
camera,
medium.
being like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to do whatever she wants.
I just wanted to check in.
she looks like the type of lady that like you go to her
Got a lot of people that
and
have,
you go like, please, like my, can you talk to my, I want to talk to my dead husband. Yeah. And she like gets in contact with him. She gets in contact with him, and then she's like, "Oh, it looks like he wants to have me suck his cock." Right? And she has like a full on like orgasm with the air right in front of you, and you're like, I thought you were gonna speak to my dead husband. You said you just fucked his ghost.
He's saying it's an extra 300 for that. He wants Greek.
He says Greek is extra.
Dinner at the Y is on the menu.
Dinner at the Y. Fuck.
Texted
I
me,
love
checked on
hooker
me.
ads.
Right now, the newest thing is he's not acknowledging Zara's asthma.
Oh my God.
So
Her kid's Sora.
This woman will be dating Alec Baldwin in a year.
Yeah.
and his girlfriend sent her to school last week after she'd had a fever and a cough all weekend. And when I picked her up from school, she had a cough. They didn't tell me, they didn't text me, they didn't call me, they didn't send me any type of message. Pick up my kid, and she's like, Mommy, I had a fever on Saturday.
She's like, Mommy.
This is when her dad was at work and his girlfriend was watching her.
You should be institutionalized, Mommy.
Yeah, the mommy seems fucking
What do you mean you had a
nuts.
fever? Did they give you a COVID-19 test? No, Mommy. So here's Mom scrambling. Like, oh my
She's
gosh.
like, fever, I have comedy fever. Let me tell you.
Had to find a way to get her a doctor's appointment, which is hard right now because if you have symptoms of COVID, they don't want to see you. It has to be
When
like a
was this
phone
made?
appointment.
Yeah.
This was made probably
Anyway,
hours after her
long-
big set at the,
Yeah.
at the Burbank AMC.
She was like, Mommy.
That was. Well, how do you see the time? A day ago. That was a day ago.
You know she set that up to make her look as good. Oh, look at the new picture.
So you realize?
hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's a medium, all right.
Oh yeah, she's the type. She
Between
does.
the balls
Zoom
and the
in.
asshole.
Can you zoom?
She did an at home.
Zoom.
I can't.
She did jokes throughout her entire while giving birth. She was just doing jokes.
People are.
The legs are, could use work. For how annoying she is,
Get
the
her kid
legs
off the
should be
screen.
a
Get her
lot
kid off the
better.
screen.
There's her kid. I don't want to do any
Jeez,
of
get
the
the kid out of
Who's
here.
this guy?
Christ.
Man, Mama got a last-minute call to be part of the Real Tommy Cats pre-Super Bowl kickoff show. So fun and cool to perform with someone you grew watching them. What?
Why is he wearing a race band?
Oh, so she did stand-up before the Super Bowl at like a pre... Oh, my God.
Who is the black guy from that Jamie Foxx movie where he's a rapper?
Jamie Foxx was a rapper in a movie?
No, Jamie Kennedy. Sorry.
Oh, Malibu's Most
Yeah,
Wanted?
who was the black guy that was his friend?
He has
Get
an
the
Indian,
Instagram down.
There's an
Not-
Indian guy and
Not worth the.
You can't look at the
path.
Instagram, John? It's too... What is it? You feel too...
because he sees the
bad.
kids,
His
so now
kids,
he's
it's
like,
weird.
he's really latching onto that.
Well, all right. You'll fucking get over it. All right.
Well, we want to look at mommy's milkers.
Sorry.
Go to that one. That doesn't
there we go.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, look at her there.
Oh, she's in space.
She's in space.
Oh, look at how, dude. Oh my God, what a weird photo.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna pay her $50 for a JOI where it's a role play where I'm a heckler and she's doing comedy, and then she catches me in a thing and humiliates me and forces me to eat my own cum.
Have you been watching cum eating instructions?
No, but I've seen
Cum
them.
eating instructions?
CEIs. I always skip over those ones. Once I found out what that meant, I was like, damn, dude.
Some girl recently told me, hey, like I said, something. She goes, you're like really good at CBT. She meant like cognitive behavioral therapy.
I go, cock and ball
I go, cock
torture.
and ball torture, really. I go, she's like, no.
Cock and ball torture. All right, well, enough of this lunatic, but I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
That kid doesn't.
God.
That kid doesn't have a
kid's gonna-
fucking chance
yeah,
in
no.
hell.
That kid's gonna die in the Ukraine.
That kid needs to fucking escape. You know.
Yeah.
And that kid needs to leave home like Huck Finn.
She fakes that she died of fucking COVID.
Oh man. Did you guys know that Richie told me this the other day that all the late night hosts, they've all written children's books.
Everyone.
Oh, I bet.
Every single one of them has written
they're all-
a children's book.
They're all hopped up in adrenochrome and they want to get close as kids as possible. They're like, what's a good
Like,
way to meet a bunch of children?
Seth Meyers' new one is coming out.
Jimmy Kimmel.
This
I'm
is
running out
I
of
don't know.
adrenochrome.
I'm running
Write a children's book.
book.
Yeah.
Who's this dude on the left? Holy
That's
shit.
Jim Brown or whatever, the
He looks
LA,
like he's- he
LA
look-
news guy.
He looks like he's a week away from retirement.
He's been the LA news guy forever.
He's about to kick me off the force. Give me your badge and gun, is what he's about to say.
God damn it, Joey.
He has written and illustrated a children's book called The
I'm
Serious
getting too old for
Goose.
this shit.
Exactly.
It's a lot harder than he ever
Jimmy
imagined.
Kimmel and the
Now the book is
Serious
already making
Goose.
money, but Jimmy is not. The entertainment guru.
Well, when I was
does not
doing the Man Show, and I was, I was.
Jimmy Kimmel's new book, Give Me Your Spinal Cord.
What's it called when you put your? When I was motorboating women on the Man Show, in the back of my mind, I knew one day I wanted to write The Serious Goose.
Making it rain on juggies inspired me to write a story for kids.
God.
Planes.
I've read your book, Jimmy.
Thank you. You committed 4 minutes to it?
Jimmy Kimmel is the brainchild of the Serious Goose.
Everyone writes children's books because, like, a retard could write them. Like, they're literally written
It's
for
the easiest
kids
slam
who
dunk.
are morons.
You get a
Every book I liked as a kid, you ever look back on them? It's like the duck had a house. The duck went outside. The duck came back inside.
And then there's some foggy moral lesson. The duck makes a friend at the end of the thing. Oh, done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Nah.
It's for I have no respect for any children's book writers.
No one should.
Like what? Like when I was reading books as a kid, like I was distinguishing like the quality between them. Anything would have gone.
like-
My mom could have written one in the other room in 10 minutes and brought it out and been like, look, this is the greatest short story ever for kids.
It's a bullshit perpetual.
So it's absolute bullshit.
It's an original story he
Here's
wrote.
a serious goose on
Why
a
goose?
trampoline.
It's Goose because my daughter, Jane, who's 5 years old now, when she was in a bad mood, I'd say, "Are you a silly goose or a serious goose?" And she'd say, "I'm a serious goose." And so her nickname became Goose, and that's why I chose the goose. And
I bet you
Touching.
there's like a million households where the dad goes, "Are you a silly goose?" I bet you everyone's saying silly goose or serious goose to their kids.
But mine's special, and I have resources to print a book
Yeah.
that anyone can do.
They're
So,
kids.
yeah.
If my dad wrote a book about my nickname, it'd be called The Little Faggot.
the fatty that doesn't read.
The fat faggot that is an embarrassment to my intellectual brain.
My fat faggot son won't play chess.
My fat faggot college dropout son.
It's called The Fat Queer Learns to Take Out the Trash.
And my dad's on the news explaining it. He's like, "Well, I came up with the name when I realized I had been calling my son a fat, worthless faggot for about 13 years."
The trash was piling up, and it just sort of clicked.
I would ask my son, are you a fat faggot or a dumb faggot?
One day there was a fat faggot.
And the fat faggot walked down the street.
Me and the fat faggot watching Apocalypse Now.
the goal of the book is to make the serious goose silly.
Jimmy also decided he'd illustrate the book himself and do all the
He
lettering
didn't do
by
that.
hand. When he was a kid,
He did none
wanted
of
to be
this.
an artist.
He didn't draw any of this.
Basically,
like it's
me at
hard.
the kitchen table with a million pieces of paper and a million different pens and ink all over my hands, and my wife going like, "Hey, when are you going to be done with this already?" And I'd say, "Take the kids out of the house. I need time."
I don't believe you.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't it insane? Jimmy Kimmel used to be like subversive, kind of.
Yeah.
Like
he got old
was-
and weak, just like every man.
Every
will.
single person this happens to.
Yeah.
What
They're-
is going on?
It's
Can
just-
anyone just be themselves for their whole life.
Life beats that out of you. And
Will it happen to us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's happening to me as we speak.
You think we're going to become complete losers?
You hold on. The difference is you hold on to as much of it as you can. Like, Kimmel just fucking dropped it all. Like, it'll happen, but we'll still not be as big of a cuck as Kimmel. You know.
All right.
Never.
The beaten down versions of us. What would that even look like?
I have no. It would have looked like me fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah, I go.
Maybe we already went through it.
I go.
Maybe none of these people suffered.
I go to John. I'm like, dude, I shot a fat rope yesterday. He's like, that is vulgar. Why do you speak like that to me?
It's when ladies get involved.
My wife is here.
It's just age. It's just age.
Well, that's why you gotta keep them in place.
And I go to Joey. I say, Joey, let's grab a beer after work. He goes, it's Wednesday, Richard.
He calls you Richard.
It's 8 o'clock. I have work tomorrow.
We get off work. We're like, Joey, you want to grab some beers? And Joey's like, I'm a working man.
My mature thing is I go, all right, but only like 20 beers tonight instead of 30, okay, Richard?
All right. Well, let's see what more he has to say about the serious
Jimmy
goose.
is donating every penny he makes.
I'm like a
from it to
practicing
Children's
Jew at this
Hospital, Los
point.
Angeles.
I wear a
He
yarmulke.
already knows it's at least $1
I'm like,
million.
it's Friday. I can't go out.
He's been
We have
involved
shitting tomorrow.
He's
It's
getting
the
a
Sabbath.
massive
His son
tax
Billy.
the
write-off.
day of rest,
2
Joey. I
heart
can't drink.
surgeries.
They love what they do, and they need to be funded.
Over the weekend, Jimmy signed books for fans at the Barnes & Noble at
His
the
kid
Grove.
was, like,
The Serious
sick and
Goose
almost
is just
died, a
one
baby.
way he gives
Oh,
back.
really?
Yeah,
Something
that's
his
sad. So
parents
that's a good
instilled
excuse,
in him
actually, to
long
make
ago.
one of
Yeah,
these.
but they all have.
Besides
It's
it
like
being the
if
right
it was
thing
just
to do,
him,
it is one
I
of the most
never would have
satisfying
noticed
things
this.
to do, and I think it's
My dad wished I was sick.
very
And I wish I was too, so I didn't get called the little faggot for 13 years.
Would you get some cancer in those bitch tits for Christ's sake, you fat faggot?
I remember one time I came home when I was fat, and my dad so badly wanted me to not be fat, and he kept bringing up boxing, and I was like, right, boxing, yeah, I'll do that. And one day I came home and he had like boxing gloves, and he bought like a whole set, and he's like, come on, come on, let's do it. He like kept trying to get me off the couch to like box. It was the most humiliating. I was just like, I want to kill myself.
You're a bum, Devin. He's like the Rocky trainer.
He's like, come on, Costa. He's like Joe Pesci in Raging Bull. He's like, look at you, you fat fucking tits. You're fucking sitting there looking like a fat fucking idiot.
Come on, 1-2, Costa, 1-2.
1-2. He calls me. Who's the boxer's name that I love? Charlo. He's like, get him, Charlo.
Hit him.
He's like, dig into that sciatic nerve, Costa.
to show that to your kids, to let them see you doing these things and to have them be a part of it too.
I bought a book, and when he autographed it for me...
Enough of you. Let's go to Trevor Noah's. He did one too. And it's all about a man who could never be funny.
He was born to a black mom.
The boy who couldn't make anyone laugh.
He's like a little boy who, while suffering through apartheid, learned to not make anyone laugh.
He tried tickling. He tried laughs and jokes.
Never
Nothing worked.
He tried pranks. He tried tickling.
He tried tickling.
He tried everything.
He tried leather. He tried a feather.
He would even play funny movies, but people would frown if he was near.
He would try out jokes on his friend Heather, and she said, "Please stop. You're not funny. Please kill yourself."
Here we go.
The apartheid era, or as Trevor says, apartheid, when those
good one,
illegal
Trevor.
in South Africa. Today, his story is really resonating with high school
Debbie,
students.
could you
in New
rewind to
Jersey.
that
Why?
when she just said his joke?
Yeah, of course.
Apart hate?
Of course, I'll
Just play
rewind
it.
to that.
Thanks.
When those relationships were illegal in South Africa. Today, his story is really resonating.
Oh.
During the apartheid era, or as Trevor says, apartheid, when those relationships were illegal, today his story is really resonating with high school students in New Jersey.
This one's for Bud Dwyer.
Stories from a South African childhood was chosen for Newark's first citywide school listening club. This is big. It's part of Audible's Project Listen Up. The program provides free Audible.
Listen up. Why did she tell everyone to listen up?
I know
I think that's the name of the project.
Oh, Project Listen Up. Okay. I thought she was like, she just has some
Yeah.
weird
She's
thing
like,
for
"Shut
Trevor
up."
Noah. She's like, everyone listen up.
I know you're bored to tears. Listen up.
all Newark High School students and their teachers. So we asked a few students the other day how Noah's story inspired them.
If you talked about people from the ghetto like to get out the ghetto, but instead he wanted to
That's a
transform.
child?
And I feel like that just spoke.
That's not a
much.
kid.
He's got a full beard,
That's
dude.
fucking David Banner. This kid's supposed to be fucking 14?
That's crazy.
What, are you kidding me?
What the fuck? He's got like diamond earrings and shit.
He's really in school?
He's a teenager.
He's got a full beard.
He's a man. He's a goddamn.
It's where-
God, we sound like the worst cops.
Yeah,
of all
this is
time.
right here is why there's so
It's
many
like we're
problems with
using the
police.
fucking.
Life brought to me, no matter what challenges or trials. I
Wait,
can
she's a
make it.
kid
Look
too?
where Trevor is today. He came
And her?
from literally being born a crime, and he's this successful person here who didn't let his hardships affect who he became in the future.
Yeah, there's no examles of that out there.
Trevor Noah joins us at the table.
He's like
with your
Nelson
heart back.
Mandela.
Good
Why does
to
he
see
talk
you,
like
Trevor.
Good morning,
really
everyone.
good to
Great
see
to
you.
see you
So
again.
we
From
want to talk
South
about the
Africa.
book and the
Yeah,
project.
South
'cause
That's like the
audio
only
book
thing
is
about him that makes
fantastic.
sense.
I really want to get your take on what's happened today because you've been talking about it all week.
Right, right.
And for the past week, what do you make of what's happened?
Well, I'm
today?
excited. I mean, you know, this. I think this development in North Korea is really huge for the world. I think people have to take this opportunity to not hate on Donald Trump and go, hey, he took a step. He took a step forward towards peace, and if anything, he furthered Obama's goal. That's what Obama said he would do. He said he would talk to
At least
Americans.
he's honest more than
Yeah,
some
I was
people.
like,
That's
it's-
odd. I
did
did
you-
not expect him to
Didn't
say
see
that.
that coming.
There was a recent video where Trevor
He's
Noah's
also
like,
kind of saying stuff
Yeah.
that is shocking people. I just wish it
Yeah.
was funny, but
I think.
hey, I get it, Trevor. You're all right, but can you at least be funny about it?
enemies, not just
And
America's
he was
friends.
criticized for it.
Yeah, and
at
he
the
was.
time.
And I
Yeah.
think it's really great that Donald Trump said, hey, man, that's a good idea. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do that. I'm going to speak to our enemies. And he may have surprised South Korea by stopping, the military exercises on the border. But, clearly this is...
Trevor Noah is going to become one of those guys that in like 5 to 10 years we're going to be like, oh, I actually like that he's around. I feel like he might. He's not
gonna
funny
grow
to
on
me,
us.
but he might grow on people because
He's consistent. He'll mature into a person that at least has been around.
yeah, and he has other world perspective where he
Sure.
like looks at American bullshit problems probably, and he can't help but roll his eyes, sometimes.
He's got a unique. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like.
but he should just be like, he should just have like a Tavis Smiley type show on like PBS. Like he shouldn't have a show where he's supposed to like take over for Jon Stewart and be fun. Like the fact that the Daily Show still exists, it's like it's like if Blockbuster was still trying to like rent out like a copy of Miscongeniality.
Yeah.
Like it's weird that the Daily Show is even still a thing. I don't even think they have a crowd. They still have it. I think they're still pretending to be all worried about COVID. He like does it like alone in like his apartment.
I literally have never seen the show.
I've just seen clips.
I've seen clips.
I've
with
just
you and
seen
it
clips.
sucks.
I don't even know if it airs. I think they just put clips out. I don't even know what's going on.
And I guess if Obama was going to do it, then there's some thinking behind this. So it's an exciting time. We'll see where it takes the world.
The conversation's just beginning.
Positive
Let's
guy.
talk about your book, though.
I love
Trevor.
it.
This is we
I
read the
support
book. He
him.
was here last time to talk about the book.
I'm going to buy 100 and
But
give
when
them
I hear
out
you
in
talk about it
Koreatown.
in audio, you paint such a vivid picture that I really feel like you're taking me there. But you start with this: to my mother, my first fan. Thank you for making me a man.
Right.
That gave me goosebumps when I heard that.
It's
Such a love letter to your mom.
It genuinely is. And here's the thing. I realize every day that I'm a product of a person who was greater than myself, who brought me here. And
That's
one
sweet.
of
Yeah,
the
this is just-
biggest
it's
gifts
being
my mother
sweet.
gave me was an
This is
opportunity
nice.
Yeah, it's
to...
I'm actually. Are we like starting to fall in love with Trevor Noah here? I mean, we
I
started
kinda-
out with hate in our hearts, and
To be honest,
kinda
I'll
like the
never
way he
say a
talks.
bad word about him.
I think he's
ever.
incredible.
Yeah, no, he's
want
a
to
good
be
guy.
man, but you have to
Oh my god! And I'm gonna buy his fucking children's book.
And I was really lucky.
I
in
want to
telling the
donate
story
to
that I
a
did,
charity in
that
his
My
name.
mother was really the hero of my story. I always thought it was
Wow.
me, but
He's like,
I
my
was
mom
just
was
a
the real
podcast
MVP.
sidekick. So I've accepted
He looks
that,
like he
and I'm
smells
glad that
good.
The story resonated with people.
He does.
It's
Yeah.
He looks like he
it's
smells like
international
fucking
regardless
shea
of-
butter
of
and
where
yeah,
you're from.
all
So
that
what was
shit.
the
Chanel.
idea behind
I want him to
bringing these
fuck my wife.
audiobooks?
Well, you know what I loved about this collaboration with Audible was we had met so many kids who said to me, hey, I love stories, but I'm not a great reader. Or there was one kid who came up
I've
to me
heard
and said
enough,
to me
though. I
straight,
get
I
it.
don't
He's
care.
just-
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, this is enough.
Hey, big headline. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, we get
Next. We all love him.
enough of you.
Yeah.
Do John Oliver's.
John Oliver did one.
oh.
yeah,
hell
John
yeah.
Oliver or something. Marlon Brando.
What? Wait, he stuck a piece of butter up someone's ass?
What?
Marlon Brando.
Oh, yeah. Well, how did that come
Marlon
up?
Brando
He
children's
raped
book.
someone.
No, I know, but why is that? Why did you bring it up?
Because It
It's
turns
Marlon
out, in
Brando.
a complete coincidence.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't see
We
that.
also
Yeah, I didn't see
wrote
that.
a book about Mike Pence's rabbit that has also been published. In fact,
He wrote a
his is
book
out
about-
tomorrow. Ours is released right now.
Wait, did you think Pence was Brando?
No, it's the name of the
Marlon
book.
The name of the book.
Bundo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's called A Day in the Life of
I can't
Marlon
see
Bundo.
the shit as
Bundo,
why. Okay,
yeah.
got
Oh, I
it. then.
apologize.
Sorry.
A few small
Here,
differences between the two books. You'll notice right away that our rabbit has a bow tie, so there's that. Also, our story is about Marlon Bundo falling in love with another boy rabbit because our Marlon Bundo is gay, just like the real Marlon Bundo.
Who's Marlon? Are they making fun of Mike Pence's nickname is Marlon Bundo? What is this?
That's the name of their rabbit in their story, I
Good
guess.
mother of God.
Is it saying Marlon Brando was gay? What are they saying?
So Mike Pence wrote like a book, like a kid's book, and so they're doing a bit of a goof, like, and we wrote our own book called Marlon Bundo, and everyone's like, woo!
He is just the
So this isn't him
And,
sincerely
and
writing
in
the
his book,
though,
but
yeah.
it's a real book.
Yeah.
Wait, Richie, what was the joke? Can you explain it one more time real quick?
I don't get it.
Just do it real quick one more time.
So Mike
do it
Pence,
fast.
Mike Pence wrote a book, and then he wrote a book
Right.
called Marlon Bundo.
Love that bit. John Oliver's joke writing, it's like, fucking the tortoise and the hare. My hair grows like a tortoise.
The tortoise in the hair. Mine, real. Donald Trump's not real.
Not real.
Needs hair.
God, so
Buy
predictable.
this book starting right now at Amazon and at betterbundobook.com, which should be easy enough to remember. Do you want the regular Bundo book or the Better Bundo book? It's at betterbundobook.com. All of our proceeds from this are going to the Trevor Project, which provides
He's
crisis
goofy. Come on, he's doing a goof.
prevention services
You know?
for LGBTQ youth and
Mike Pence is doing
AIDS
something he doesn't
United,
like. He does his own
works to end the
version.
AIDS epidemic in the United States. So those are two great.
Why are they acting like Mike Pence is like killing gay people or something? Like, why is this?
Didn't he believe in like shock therapy for gays?
conversion
Oh,
therapy,
right.
Yeah.
But he was doing his own thing. He wasn't
Yeah, he's like a
he wasn't like
satanic
rounding
retard.
gays up, right? Was he?
I mean, that's a pretty
that was
horrible
bad.
thing.
That was
to
a
be.
horrible
Yeah, that was a
thing.
horrible thing to be pro. The guy's
pro conversion therapy.
yeah, the guy's a
yeah.
savage.
I thought you said pro converse therapy.
Yeah.
Whereas,
The shoes.
the shoes. They're
Remember
cool.
when like literally like everywhere there was that like everyone would be like, oh, it's because I think he might be gay. And like literally that was like everyone's like sassy take.
Yeah, that was everyone's take on
Yeah.
Pence. So, all right, enough of this. Is boring too. You stink.
Wait, play one more second of it real quick.
Yeah.
Pence will probably really piss him off. So that's three great reasons right there. You can also buy an audiobook at audible.com featuring Jim Parsons, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Jeff Garland.
I love that he's
Andy
doing this
Campbell,
bit,
John Lithgow,
and he's
Jack
like,
Bray,
but like
and Will
actually,
Paul.
I will be making money off of this, like a lot
This is
of
actually a
money.
book for children. This is a real children's book. This isn't some adult book telling Mike Pence to go fuck himself. Although in buying it, that's exactly what you would be doing.
And the margins
This
on
is a
these children
sweet-
books are 90%.
Boy, oh boy. All right, what's next here?
Does Alex Jones have a fucking children's book?
Oh yeah.
You'll be telling Mike Pence to go fuck himself and buying me a yacht.
Alex Jones's children's book is called Sandy Hook Wasn't Real.
The Children of Sandy Hook.
It's called Crisis Actor.
Crisis actors. He goes, "You are a crisis actor." Hi, I'm looking at you, kid, who's reading this. You're a crisis actor.
The cutest crisis actor.
The main character's a gay frog.
The frog who couldn't stop swimming in the water.
The frog who couldn't stop sucking off other frogs because of a chemical.
Because of fluoride.
Did you see this?
It's like super male vitality.
There was this apparently a guy that's in prison with R. Kelly.
Oh shit.
He got R. Kelly to sing a song to his daughter, but you know that just means like the guy was gonna like rape R. Kelly, and that was that was his demand was you sing to my daughter.
He goes, R. Kelly, you just stole a Snickers bar from me.
He goes, R. Kelly,
I'll let you go if you sing this song.
Yeah, he's like, I believe I can fly. He's all beaten and like tarnished. He's walking around like he's
dance a little bit, bitch.
Yeah, he's walking around with a sore ass, like he has a pipe in his ass, and he's just sobbing. He's like, I believe I can fly. He's just being tortured.
How many inmates do you think have walked up to him and just been like, there ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind?
Oh, yeah. They treat him like the Colonel in Boogie Nights, probably.
Oh, my God.
I wanted to ask you something. Can you sing a song for me? Which one? Love Letter?
And you can tell he doesn't want to do it. He's like,
did you get my
big
call?
sigh. He gives out a big sigh.
And the daughter's like, come on, sing it. You know what my dad's going to do.
He's like, you know what my daddy going to do.
Couldn't hide the sigh.
Her dad's Debo.
He's like, oh, God.
He's like, how do I kill myself?
Yes,
Oh my God, dude.
There's like a dude behind him with a pillowcase full of soap, and he's like, "You're out of fucking tune. You're out of key.
What are you, tone deaf, bitch?
You're out of key, bitch."
There's the guy petting his squirrel. He's like, it wasn't good.
Do you need some more toilet wine? What do you need to perform?
Oh, God.
I mean, they must have him just be like entertaining them round the clock.
Oh, God, yeah. They're putting scissors to his neck every fucking night.
Do Ignition. Now do Ignition, the remix.
Do Ignition, bitch.
Do the remix, bitch.
They have one guy who's really good at doing beats. He's like, boo, boo.
I don't know. This is this black lady that's running that got the Supreme Court nomination,
yeah,
right? And I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know what's going on with her.
This is stupid.
What did she do?
This is just like every single
Oh, is this
right-wing
defined?
news network is like, honestly, go watch.
This is C-SPAN. Ketanji Brown asked to define the word woman.
Well, yeah, C-SPAN aired what happened.
What happened?
So she's asked to define woman. You should listen to Tucker Carlson talk about it. It's pretty funny.
Woman.
Because Tucker Carlson sucks.
Can I provide a definition? No. Yeah. I can't.
Already inspired and
what?
empowered.
So she says she.
Oh, and that's why,
Okay.
because she's like pro, like
You know why?
binary.
Yeah, she's not defining it because she knows it's going to be like she's going to get in trouble.
Yeah. Right. Does this have to do with the? Are they bringing this up because of the trans swimmer thing?
No, that when there's a Supreme Court justice, you get to just like
You
grill
just
her.
ask them anything.
Yeah.
You guys think like trans women like?
I think they're great.
You think when they get in a car, they identify as a man just for the drive?
Do they? John, do they?
Just to be safe.
I don't know, man.
Just to be safe.
No, it's a,
They're like, on this drive, I am not a woman.
On this drive.
It'd be a little safer for me.
They're a little bit. Yeah, they're doing real good.
It's not funny.
I don't find it funny.
You don't find that funny? Why?
It's
because it's transphobic.
Transphobic.
First
No, it's
of all.
not.
It was.
It's actually gender
Also, I
fluid.
just didn't laugh.
It's actually gender fluid. It's pro gender fluidity.
And you just start.
Okay.
That
Interesting
argument
spin.
could be made. That argument could
pro-gender
be made.
fluidity.
That argument- It's a funny take on gender fluid
Gender
people.
fluidity.
You guys are heroes.
I thought, are you guys against that? You
I can't believe
fucking
Devin pulled that out
You
of his
got me in
ass.
a
Pieces
corner.
of
You
shit.
busted me.
I can't believe you
hateful
did it.
Pieces of shit.
You did it, Dev.
God.
So you're curious what
Can we-
gender they feel like when
they're driving
Yes,
well,
like
they
when
must
trans,
feel like a
when
man.
trans people, like when they do things, if you're binary or if you're fluid with your gender, when you're doing things, do you identify as the gender that's usually better at that thing? Like
If
As
they're good
long
at it.
as long
You're
as
like-
they're rubbing me down with a nice hot lotion.
and milking us.
Hot lotion.
We love trans people here.
Yeah.
you know.
I understand. No, I actually get that.
John's pansexual.
We all
I'm
bang them.
Yeah.
I never have.
Neither have I, but I'm pro trans.
I haven't either, but I just was gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
We're going
Just
down a
seem
weird
woke.
road.
Just
I
to
got the
be
second
woke.
base.
All right, let's see what else she's.
The word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition.
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide.
Well,
so I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
This is just,
Just last week, an entire generation
her to
of
shut
young
up.
girls.
I want to hear like a speech where she's like, "I'll tell you what a woman is. It's somebody who goes and takes care of their kids."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's anyone that provides.
There you go.
What
It's coming. Maybe it's coming.
sends to girls who aspire to compete and win in sports.
This
at
woman
the
looks like she
highest
dates the Tugget guy.
He's like, where's my Marcia? Where's my Marcia Blackburn? She's a representative of Tennessee, I tell you, and then she tugs it good every night, and we talk about how much we hate the trans folks.
Jesus Christ, she's... God, look at this. Look at the dichotomy between these two people. She looks like she has a glass of Chardonnay in her hand at all fucking times.
It's weird that now a woman that looks like Christine Blasey Ford is grilling the new Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Or what message that sends. If you're asking me about the legal issues related to it, those are topics that are being hotly discussed, as you say.
It's so much more. It's so much more embarrassing. When Republicans try to own people.
That was called public freakout.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
like, what was freaky about that shit?
Yeah, she asked a clickbait question that obviously every right-wing news source is going off about, and she's not answering it. Mostly because it's like she knows what it is. So she's like, I'm not.
Yeah, she knows.
I'm
It's
not
like
going to
a.
answer.
She knows it's a dumb like gotcha question.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's so
ridiculous,
stupid.
idiotic question.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus, that's fucked up. Look at this. Robin Williams' autopsy revealed he had 40% loss of dopamine neurons, and almost no neurons were free of. I don't know what that means. Lewy bodies.
Lewy body dementia is the type of thing that they diagnosed him with. So that must be some evidence that he actually had it, I guess.
So. But also the dopamine means he was he had no happy. He was
So he's just a really
depressed.
sad guy, and that's why he killed himself.
Yeah, they're like the autopsy reveals
that he's sad.
They're like the autopsy. Robin Williams' autopsy revealed.
Thanks, detective. How did you figure that out?
Robin Williams' autopsy revealed he was suicidal at the time of death.
Oh, fuck.
It lines up with all the razor cuts on his wrist and the noose.
The noose around his neck, and we all knew it was suicide. We didn't know he was sad.
But it's insane how sad he was.
I can't. Usually, when we find suicide victims, it's because they were so happy they killed themselves.
That's fucking wild. People
Sometimes
reading
you find them
that
with a big grin on their face.
it's fucking insane because people reading that like, whoa, he was fucking sad, dude.
It's like didn't the hanging get that point across to you?
Yeah, he fucking hung himself.
Did it the fact that he hung himself?
The puddle of urine underneath him, real like
Science
Jesus
has determined he was not jerking off. He was actually depressed.
Like sometimes we'll find a guy that kills. He is like a bop it and a yo-yo, and he was just having like a really good day.
Keanu Reeves is supporting Tibet, so they're pulling his films from Chinese streaming platforms.
Good. Not just pulling his
No
films,
John
but
Wick for you then, huh?
Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing about
literally
remember when Tarantino, they go, hey, if you want to play this movie in China, you have to get rid of the Bruce Lee scene.
Yeah.
And Tarantino just goes, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
We'll skip China.
Yeah.
Like billions of fucking, dollars.
Tarantino's like the only guy that really stands up to any criticism. Like that whole I reject your hypothesis, that kicks ass.
Yeah.
I fucking
play
love
that.
when he says
And
that.
also,
that
it's
shit.
like, he's one of the only people that can just say, like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
What other directors would they go like, all right, we can't do it? Quentin,
I don't think his
even
movie-
Scorsese they wouldn't probably have that power.
No, I don't think Tarantino's really is he. I mean, how much of a loss would Tarantino's movie not playing in China be compared to like an Avengers film or something? Though, you know what I mean?
I would have to see. I mean, if we just did like Django China box office, we could find out how. Type it in real quick. Just see like Django Unchained China box office. Let's just see like how much money it made in China.
All right, hold on.
I love how Devin types in Google every time.
After being abruptly pulled from Chinese cinemas and spending a month in regulatory limbo, the film has grossed just $2.5 million in the country since it was re-released.
They pulled Django, too.
Django?
They pulled Django.
They pulled it, but I'm saying
He's
like
probably pissed off from that.
I wonder if
he's like, fuck these people.
What's like maybe like Inglourious Bastards trying to box office?
Guarantee it was pulled.
Why?
They might just be like fucking no Quentin out here.
I thought Chinese movies have violence in them.
They don't want anything that makes someone think, though. Like
they don't have any word on it being in China. So
this wrecks my point, but he still has integrity.
Yeah.
Let's just watch the clip.
Yeah.
Here he goes. The legend, the man, the myth, the legend.
Quentin, you have put Margot Robbie, a very talented actress.
It's a surprise somebody that looks like this is asking an obnoxious question. Am I right?
In your
He's
film,
filled
she
with
was
rage
in
right now.
With Leonardo in Wolf of Wall
And that
Street.
shirt kicks
I,
ass.
Tonya.
That Martine
This
with the
is
bird bath right there.
Person with a great deal of acting talent, and yet you haven't really given her many lines in the movie. And I wondered, I guess that was a deliberate choice on your part, and I just wanted to know.
Oh, do you guess? No. There was a bunch of scenes with her speaking, and he said, "No, I hate women.
Yeah.
I'm cutting them. The studio made me hire this stupid whore. I'm a school shooter." Yeah, no, it wasn't deliberate. What? Yeah, there was a whole movie made with a bunch of scenes of her, and he was just like, "We just did this to satisfy her.
It hurts the movie, but I hate women. I'm cutting them."
Exactly.
Why that was that we don't hear her actually speaking very much. And Margot, I wanted you to also comment about being in the film in this part.
Well, I just reject your hypotheses.
Hell yeah. The Inglourious Bastards Theater on fire. The internet kicks ass.
Do they just move on after that?
Yeah, they just moved right. He didn't answer anything.
I reject your hypothesis.
Well, I just reject your hypothesis.
Do the one where he's responding to violence on that TV.
Yeah, right here. Great. This is great.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
When I met him, I brought this up.
And what is this lady?
Fuck her.
It was an ad.
I don't know what this is. Just
it's an ad.
Some stupid ad. Looks like somebody. Looks like somebody we did comedy with.
Looks like she needs some adrenochrome. Jesus Christ. Oh God, this woman.
Look at this lady.
Oh God. Ugh.
Anyway, audiences worldwide were first introduced
Jenny DeVito has a talk show.
Tarantino with Reservoir Dogs. Let me see if he's on the line, but it was Pulp Fiction that won him an Oscar and launched him into this A-list status he's in. Some people say he's all about style over substance. Some people say he's glamorized violence. Some people say he's a genius. His latest movie, Kill Bill, is a tale of a former assassin's quest for revenge. It stars Uma Thurman and Lucy Liu. Now, Quentin joins us. There he is, baby. How are you, Quentin?
I am here, Jen. How you doing?
New York. All right. I haven't seen you since Pulp Fiction. Now,
you know there's a bunch of candy bars in that hat.
Johnny Sack runs out and starts screaming at her.
Do you know what you've done?
Look just as handsome?
Yeah. Okay. I think they used that colored gel, though, that they used for Lucille Ball on MAME.
Oh, really, huh?
Very good.
You're lucky I can't see you right now.
Oh, I look
She's
great.
like, fuck, good point.
He's like, good point, Quentin. I am a fat pig.
God, she looks like the penguin. Look at her.
Dude, I was just about to say penguin.
Fuck.
She does.
God, she looks like the clown in Spawn. Oh, fuck.
Speaking of MAME, okay, I'm going to do a little segue here. MAME into violence and Kill Bill. This movie's doing very well, by the way, Quentin.
I love it when
Why
people
are
are
you with
furious
us?
at each other, but they're
Why did
pretending
you
to be
decide
really
to join
happy.
my
Yeah,
It's so sarcastic
Passive
and horrible.
aggression
It's
is
the
amazing.
passive aggression in this is immense.
Quentin lives in his own world right now, by the
Yeah.
way. Like, he doesn't even know where he is. Like, look, he's so happy. It's like, this is classic.
Did you ever see Norm Macdonald's impression of Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, it's
oh
amazing,
God, it's the best.
All right.
I got a huge head.
Look at my head so fucking big, you know.
I gotta sleep sitting up.
Like
the elephant
where you
man.
misquoted that children should see Kill Bill, advising kids to see it. Did you actually
Yeah.
say that, or is that a misquote, Quentin?
No. It's like if it's an R-rated movie, if their parents will take them to go see it, they'll have a blast. I actually think from 12 up, all right,
Really?
you know, is a really good audience that they
He's
will
so cool.
love Kill Bill. Girls will love it because They'll be empowered.
He just got raised on movies. He's like, movies are great for kids.
Uma Thurman poster on their wall and stuff. Parents gotta take them to see it, but if you're cool parents, you will do it.
Cool parents, really. Quentin, would you say this movie teaches girls to be empowered by being violent and vicious, just like boys in the movie? Would you say that's the empowerment?
It empowers women, but it empowers girls by the fact that Uma Thurman is a female warrior. She's a female avenger. Right. Revenge is like one of the classic staples in drama.
I see, but a lot of innocent people. I've seen the film,
and to have girls not be not only the girlfriends in movies, but you know, this is a movie about women. They're not about cute girls going.
It's about killer women.
All right, with their butts and their t-shirts that stop below their before their belly button, asking permission to kick ass. These girls just kick ass. They're warriors. They live by a code of honor, and they die by that code of honor too.
And innocent people die along the way. It's about that kind of thing. Now, tell me this.
It's about that kind of thing, anyways.
Unfortunately, that's the story of revenge. Revenge is messy. It never works out the way you want it to.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
because it's so much fun,
Think of revenge like...
Because it's so much fun, Jan. That's great.
Oh, really? Okay, I'd like to see you walk down the street and get attacked by some kids who've just seen your movie.
But see, Jan, you're all messed up because you're talking about real life.
Oh,
and I'm
I see.
talking
And kids
about
at
the
12,
movies. You got to get it straight. Now, if you want to talk about the movies, we'll talk about the movies.
Okay, and kids at 12 can tell the difference. Kids at 12 can tell the difference. You tell their parents that, Quentin.
Hey,
I
saw movies when I was a kid, all right? I saw all the movies that I'm basing my movies on are the movies I saw as a kid, and
he's a fucking legend.
With hundreds of millions of dollars. He's like one of the greatest filmmakers of all time.
He's a legend, and you're an obese cowboy that does the Channel 4 news in fucking Long Island or whatever this is.
Kids go to a movie theater, they can tell the difference. Maybe you couldn't when you were a kid, but I could.
Okay, honey. Well, get in the hook. You're doing well, obviously.
The demeaning
You're laughing all the way to the bank.
Okay, honey. Yeah, I bet you want some honey right
People
now.
are having fun seeing. Maybe not you, but you know what, Jan? I don't think I made it for you.
I bet you didn't, and I'm glad you didn't. I'm just sorry.
Well, don't worry about that, baby.
We'll move on.
What do you say?
Because don't worry about that, baby.
Don't worry about that, baby.
We'll move on. You're doing great. What do you care?
That was very Mel Gibson, like, look at those knockers, baby. It was borderline they're fakers, baby.
Felt like sugar.
That was the best. Oh, God.
Me. All right, Quentin. Well, look, it's your genre.
He's doing the Kubrick stare
You
right
own
now.
it. It's your genre, and you own it. And that's why he's Quentin Tarantino doing so well. And this is a movie
She's
that
just losing her mind.
Yeah.
She hates
She's gonna go back to
doing
her
well.
fucking studio apartment.
Jesus Christ.
They're telling her, like, our demo is against violence. You have to do that with Quentin.
Did you guys ever see when Quentin Tarantino was doing the Django Unchained press tour and he started turning into like a black guy?
Oh,
like,
it was awesome.
It's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He couldn't help it. For like a couple weeks, he was talking like a black dude.
And black people are like Samuel Jackson.
They didn't
They're
care.
just going like, yep, that's...
Yeah, he's sitting right next to like to RZA and Samuel Jackson and Jamie Foxx. And they're all just like, you know, hey, he's a genius. What do you want from me?
It's like, he's black, basically.
Just talking black. Kevin just typed in Quentin Tarantino talking black.
Maybe it's in this Black Tree interview.
Maybelline.
I mean, yeah, look at what he's wearing. It definitely is.
Yeah, he's wearing like a fucking...
Wasn't he wearing like FUBU or a lot of woo wear? He's wearing woo wear the whole time because...
And what is it? Her Kangol hat. Yeah.
Pelly.
Love that jacket. Yeah, pretty good.
I love that jacket, player.
Going on.
You got it going on.
I go, my brother from another mother.
Right.
Jamal Binkley, Black Tree TV.
We have speed.
I'm here with Quentin Tarantino, a director who I've followed everything you've done since True Romance to now, so I've always loved it.
He just bounced.
Much love,
much love, brother. Much love.
Yeah, much love.
Much love. See, we got to get crack out of our community, brother.
Now, you went from the Holocaust to now slavery. Is there any other atrocities that you're going to tackle next?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have one necessarily in mind.
Single mothers is my next thing.
Oh, my next thing, I'm going to tackle Reaganomics and how they put the black man unjustly in prison because of the 94 crime bill.
He's always, listen, brother, I know you and I both know about the single-payer household and how they incentivize the single-parent household. My next film is about that, young brother.
Young brother? He becomes an old head.
He's an OG.
He's like, you got to get on film. I'm trying to get motherfuckers to go with this. I'm slinging a new crack. You know what I'm saying?
It's called positivity.
Knowledge is the new crack.
Of some sort. All right. I shouldn't just stop with 2. There should be at least one more bookend where I get to make the victims the victors and victimize the victimizers.
He isn't talking that black here. He did on Sway. When he's on Sway, he like turns into fucking like West Side Gun.
I mean, I know you always
if you do the search with not on videos, but on like the web tab, it'll come up first result where he's very black.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I have the 2 Django.
Maybe he gets into it though. That's because it gets gradual. He gets more comfortable.
He's got to ramp up.
And he ramps up.
He's like, he just let me get away
And then
with
by
that.
the end, he's like freestyling and shit.
He's in a cipher.
You know how to beatbox? You know how to beatbox? Go ahead.
He's like, throw me a word. Throw me a word. He's like, Django Unchained. We making it rain. Hollywood.
He turns into Harry Mack.
Yeah, he turns.
Quentin Tarantino off the top. I make it drop like I make it hot. Those films off the press.
Kind of pinching ourselves when we were shooting it.
What trips me out about this movie is that people complain about the violence as if slavery wasn't more violent. I think you PG'd the slave movement. But you do a great job of like showing violent movies. Like what about those characters and those action sequences just attracts you to create them?
Because that's all people, player. What the fuck you mean? What attracted me to that shit?
There's 2 brands of violence in this film. That's not always been the case.
He's not black enough. Go to the web thing. Yeah.
Hold on, let me go. Let me skip 4 minutes in. Maybe he's
okay. Picks it up.
I'm not antagonizing. At me.
But what gave you the courage to do so? I mean, I know it's like a lot of critics are saying that, but it seems like courageous for you to be able to put that in there and say, as a filmmaker, I'm gonna put truth to the script.
Well, one, thank you very much. I mean,
he did get a little.
He did. He got, thank you very much. Like, okay, hold on. Maybe by the end
is in each situation I've ever done, it's just been to the truth of the character.
Nah, he's keeping it.
Do the web thing. Do the web search thing from Google. I swear to God, it'll come right up.
Just on Google?
Yeah, just go to google.com. Instead of doing a video search, just type
Quentin
in
Tarantino.
Talking Black.
Sway, maybe.
Talking Black.
Videos.
Is bad at talking to black people.
Hell yeah. I think he's good at it.
Oh, did you find a sketch of it?
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hell yeah.
With Lil Bow Wow. Oh,
this is gonna be a disaster.
That film has to be like one of the most quoted movies in Hollywood with just the lines and everything. So you got to give us. This is my question for you, Q. What is the most?
They called him Q. They really jazzed him up with that probably.
From Pulp Fiction.
I think probably the most famous line is.
I think probably the most famous line is, "Hold up, shorty."
Wait a little bit, little mama, come here.
He goes, hey, bitch, come sit on Quentin Tarantino's lap.
Now, what'd you say, motherfucker?
He goes, now, what'd you say, motherfucker?
He's like, yeah, keep scratching my chest. Q like it when you scratch my chest.
Big Ream says it.
Pleasing your fans or pleasing the critics for you?
Oh, interesting question, actually.
Well, if you will.
I want to please my fans, and I want to please the critics that are my fans.
Fuck.
He's like one of my favorite people of all time.
Oh my God, he's the best, dude.
I want to please the fans, but I also want to please the critics at the fans. Know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy, blatant.
Q always want to please the fans. Come on now.
He can't catch himself. He goes, I'm QT, baby.
QT. I don't give a damn.
Oh my God!
Q don't give a damn.
Oh, he's rhyming. He's like Al Sharptoning it.
Look at Jamie Foxx. He like wants to leave. He's like, oh boy.
You know that what he's really
He's like,
doing.
he's just repeating like, remember he's a genius.
Yeah, you remember he's a genius. He's a genius.
Nellie's gonna fucking kick my ass when I get back home.
Nelly.
Now, I'm not that computer savvy.
Computer
savvy.
Just never saw.
Computer. I don't know if I would have ever
Computer.
heard. All right, hey, download this.
Oh
I
my
don't know if I
God,
do that.
dude.
All right, you know, so he put it on a cassette tape.
They're all like, we know you don't talk this way. This is insane.
Why is he doing this?
Look at Samuel Jackson. He's just like,
fuck.
Comes back with Rick Ross. Rick Ross and the whole posse.
Samuel. Oh no. Oh fuck, dude.
The whole MG.
Well, you know what? When you make Django Unchained, you can go on a little code switching tour out there. Whoever doesn't like this, I love it.
He can do whatever he wants.
Quentin Tarantino can do whatever he wants.
With my
Truly.
little tape recorder, play it. Bam, bam.
oh my God.
Hamilton brought in a joint that was just fantastic, and I took it home and I played it and go, this is.
Oh my God. This rocks,
This is
dude.
the bomb.
Oh, this is the best. He
But
keeps
my movie's
going.
always filled with songs, but it's always stuff that I chose from either my own collection or something like that. I never had like a music supervisor hook me up with stuff.
Music supervisor. hook me up with stuff.
Oh my God.
You never saw this, John?
No.
It's crazy.
He's just but
He does even more on Sway.
no, but the thing is like you got to keep him like all the people to his left like he's been their boss.
I know.
For like a fucking year.
I know.
And he's just been killing it.
I know.
And he's so they can't do shit.
They can't do
Hey, Q don't need a supervisor. I'm an improviser. You know what I'm saying?
I chose.
It's just too easy.
It's
just too easy.
Artist and has to write something, and then the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Charlie Brown.
He's got a fucking like do-rag on.
A skull cap. Oh my God.
On late
He's got
night.
a Scully on.
This is amazing.
Fred Astaire is the mailman. He's narrating it.
This is probably why Wu never took off. Doing a finger gun is not a black thing.
Yeah, that's
cracked.
Cracked that was terrible. That was
Cracked
an
is
unfunny
horrific.
video, but
That was awesome though.
That was
The
great.
footage was amazing.
Let's go
Yeah.
on. Find the Sway one.
All right, I'm just not sure we could watch it.
Let's just skip. We've had enough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we
Alright,
get it. We get it.
you're
We've
right,
already
you're
done
right,
it.
you're
We
right.
could wrap this up.
How long have we
How
done?
long we haven't been on that long, have we?
We did the hour.
and 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're doing
pretty good.
Anything
That's
else
good.
going on with you guys?
Nothing much. We might do the podcast on the yacht on
Yeah,
Saturday.
If we do that, we won't be able to pull up clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was pretty
Oh, yeah,
good.
'cause you'll
Maybe
be out at
maybe
sea.
this
Well,
is
John's
maybe
like really jealous that he can't come
I
on the
know.
yacht.
Right. Yeah.
You know what he said to me earlier? He goes, so John has to, like, he's got some weird plans that he can't make it to the yacht on Saturday, Johnny's yacht, to do a podcast on the boat. And he goes, dude, is it too much to ask if you guys could just, like, not go on the boat? And I was like, wait, what?
he has FOMO. John has intense
I have a
FOMO.
massive
He goes,
FOMO with
just don't. But he was dead serious. He would really ask, like, just don't do it.
Well, no. Okay, on my defense, Devin was like, we could probably put it off like a week, and I was like, oh, and then, but I'll tell you right now, I latched onto that shit immediately. I was like, oh, really? Like it was, but the thing is like, I wanted to go on this
You have
boat.
the disease.
I wanted to go on this boat for like 3 months.
It's because John's my baby boy, and I don't
That's
like
the
to see him
thing.
sad.
Devin loves me.
John play too much.
Hey, John. Come
It's
on,
really
John.
like when
I'm
you're
gonna start calling Devin Daddy.
like when you're a kid and you find out, like, oh, we have to go visit grandma, but it's on Jeremy's birthday, so we're gonna miss that. Like, imagine asking Jeremy, like, hey, could you just, like, not do the birthday?
Yeah, exactly.
You still do your
It's one of those
birthday
things where I'm just like, it just sucked. I'm not, I just don't want to miss.
Well, regardless,
I'll go on again.
We'll do
It's
it
quite
again.
sweet of you, but
It's great.
We'll do it again.
Having fun at sea with the boys is just
having fun.
God,
Fun
See
at sea with the boys.
with the boys.
No rules.
No rules.
No
You know
rules.
how gay I'm gonna get.
No
out of them.
rules.
Yeah.
You know, no one can fucking.
We're gonna
John's
be-
gonna get so
No
gay
one can
as soon as
scream
John-
for help.
I'm gonna
we
get
separate
naked
from the
and jump
dock.
off.
Nobody
Yeah.
comes if you
Oh, yeah.
scream for help.
You know what's gonna make John jealous? We're gonna be drinking cum-teenies all night, buddy. All
weekend,
It's gonna be a
baby.
cum-teeny evening.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh god.
Gonna be like a bukkake.
Tons of cum teenies.
I would love to
That's right.
skinny dip off the side of the boat, and then you guys just leave me.
We kill you like Natalie Wood.
They leave me out at sea. They find my swollen body in Oxnard.
Some pirates find you.
Only the Hate Watch pod is on a yacht, and the only naked person walking around is John.
It's John.
Yeah.
It's only
there's no women.
No.
Or,
Yeah.
Only our podcast.
I'm wearing. I'm completely nude except for a pair of scuba goggles.
Well, not podcast, I guess. Actually, every podcast would have just a
There would be
naked member
no
of
women
their
on the
podcast
boat.
walking
on the
around.
boat.
I'd be like the drummer in Blink-182.
John's our
Barker.
like
Yeah.
hot piece of ass on the show. Like John's our thirst trap.
He loves
I'm the
flaunting
thirst
his
trap.
body.
He's the podcast.
John's the Hate Watch Pod's thirst trap.
I'm a sexy man that's not ashamed of his body, dude.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
You
There's
are.
a nude of John on the Reddit, by the way. If you guys,
That I
It's everywhere.
posted.
He's
If you guys
posted it
listen,
publicly
No,
everywhere.
John
you're not on the
posted
Reddit.
Yeah, I posted.
Somebody leaked. I
No,
don't know. who
John
posted.
posted it.
John posted it.
posted
He
it.
posted it. He's out of his mind.
You posted
He
it.
posted it himself.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was too much for Patreon only.
Joey looks furious that you did that.
I'm just confused.
I just can't believe it's taken him this long to figure it out. That my name is Fart Matrix 42069.
You're Fart Matrix
I'm Fart Matrix.
I feel like Joey's reaction is how most people reacted to hearing about Leah Thomas swimming in the tournaments.
yeah.
They're just like, it doesn't compete. You're not supposed to post your own.
I don't follow
Someone,
rules.
did you get
Supposed
any
to-
like hot chicks going like, "Oh, I want to fuck"?
No, I just wanted the boys to see.
The boys. Did you get any of the boys being like?
One dude said I was built like a muffin.
The Tuggers like
Fucked up, dude.
I think
Fucked up,
I
dude.
think the Tuggers enjoyed it. Which
Tuggers
is what, that's
enjoyed
my
it.
new name for the fans.
It wasn't. It was for the boys.
Yeah.
It was the Tuggers.
No, I'm goofing.
Everything John does is for the Tuggers.
It's all for the Tuggers. You know.
It's all a design for the Tuggers.
Tug it.
Can I ask a very controversial question?
Yeah.
Do you think the Tug It Guy bit might have an expiration date on it?
I think we should be
Probably.
very careful with holstering. We holster the Tug It Guy until something really good. You know what I mean?
We must be
I just think it
careful with the
naturally
Tug
comes
It
up.
Guy.
We haven't been forcing the Tug It
No,
Guy.
Tug It Guy's
These
been
people
fine.
wanted to know what they should be called, and haters is like really lame.
Haters sounds very
So,
2008.
And everyone keeps
haters.
commenting "tug it" to me, so I don't know.
Tuggers.
Go ahead and be a tugger. I don't fucking know what you want.
Yeah.
I think they should be called the truckers because they're supporting you.
The thing
all
is
the truckers,
because
like
I
at
get
the
raped
stops.
by the truck stop.
What
that.
needs to happen is Devin
That's
and I need to go on
timeless.
another road
Yeah.
trip or we need to like spend a weekend in Palm Springs thinking about more audacious bits.
Yeah.
That's the Romeo was when we worked together on the weed farm. Tug It Guy was when we were on the fucking road trip.
Yeah.
We need to have like a good 3 days. We'll come up with a new guy.
Yeah, it'll
You
be
know what I
fine.
mean?
It'll be fine, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Richie, what do you think the fucking fans should be called?
I like the Truckers. That's good.
Truckers? Yeah, because they're all fucking you.
Because they all bang Devin.
Because they support Devin.
Yeah.
Truckers. Lot lizards.
They're
Lot
not
lizards. Devin's a lot lizard, but lot lizard's just a
I'm a
funny.
lot lizard.
Devin's the lot lizard.
Yeah.
What a lizard.
And I like to shake it for the trucker. Hello, the truckers.
Well, a Chucker would be a John. The Johns.
Yeah, the Johns.
John.
There is no natural.
Too much. You're like, oh, you're naming after me? Do look really?
Well, then you're gonna have to cancel the odd pod because there's no fucking pod without me. They're the fucking Johns. All right, they're named after me. The whole fucking pod is me. All right, honestly, I could do this whole fucking thing without you guys.
Never.
To be honest,
Never. No, I
I just want to be on the boat.
I came up with the Tug It Guy bit. If we're gonna do the Tug It Guy bit, I want 80% of that.
I want. When have I ever been that way?
Are we supposed
Don't let
to?
them think I'm that way. Don't you ever let them think I'm that way.
We're not supposed to really come up with the name for them, are we? They're supposed
No,
to.
they
kinda
named
call-
themselves.
They name themselves
I
haters if
didn't
they
say-
want to be haters. You
The
know?
Tuggers
No
is
one's
fine.
named themselves anything, and no, we can't name them. What will happen is they'll eventually turn on us, like the Fighter and the Kit fans.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't
they'll
even
dox
matter.
us and
Yes.
threaten
Yeah.
to kill us all the
Yeah.
time. It's a natural progression. There's
And-
nothing we can do to stop it, but we embrace it.
And
Then we
that's
go, yeah.
and that's why we do this.
How close are we to the $1,000 on Patreon?
Not that close.
Not close at all. Still
going,
haven't
Joey
cracked.
needs
We're
Seven.
getting we're gaining listeners, but they don't.
What are we at?
Feel the need to.
640.
We're at like
Seven?
$650. It's like it just keeps
Getting kinda
fluctuating.
close.
these
And it's kind
fucks.
of like,
Yeah.
if you looked at a chart, it's exponential.
No,
It's
we need to
going
start
up,
training.
but
Huh? No, that's what I'm saying.
we'll,
is
we'll,
that,
we'll make some training vids and shit. We'll get you out there.
If we start getting close where it looks like, all right, 1,000's undeniable within the next 8 to 12 weeks, I'll have to start training then
Right.
to get ready for the match.
Right.
What you got to do is you got to get a footage of you hitting a speed bag while a humiliatrix hits your bag like that.
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were going. And then
So you're hitting the speed bag
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
your
yeah.
balls are getting punched at the same time.
and we should paint my
Balls
balls
red.
red like the
Yeah, yeah,
speed
yeah.
bag.
Oh, what if we got that machine from Jackass where it's like
Yeah, where it just keeps doing the.
She's all the good.
I like that. Why don't we go train right now?
Yeah.
I would love to
beat
Get to
the
a
shit
gym.
out of.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Goodbye, everybody.